Hello, hello. Oh my gosh. I apologize for being a bit late. Hope you can hear me. Let's check my camera here. I mean, my microphone. Yes, I seem to be working. All right, let me get my comments up. I had a little... Hi, Denise. I had a little technical issue this morning, so I'm a couple of minutes late. There's always something, isn't there? And I just got to run and get something off the printer, so let me do that. I'm going to be right back. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my phone, for some reason, my phone wouldn't connect to my computer when I opened this software that I use, and so I had to restart my phone, and then it worked okay, but everything seems to be fine up until earlier on when I opened up everything, it was fine, but it's just technology. We just love it. So got a few people. Let me know who's here, where you're from. I'm hoping there's some people from England on today because I'm going to switch my glasses here. I really want to see what everyone's doing for the coronation this weekend. So, oh, that's better. I can see a bit better now. Yeah, so it's the coronation of King Charles III this weekend. It's all very exciting if you're a Brit. And so my sister is my middle sister, not the one that comes on Facebook Live quite often, but my other sister's a knitter, and she's in a group called the Natty Knitters, and they've been making these little knitted characters, King Charles and Camilla, and they put them on the old traditional post boxes, the red ones that are still in England. So. Anyway, lots of fun, but I wish I was there when things like this are going on, but that's okay. I'll be watching on TV. So, but back to stamping. Of course, it's a very exciting time, isn't it? The new catalogue. So I'll just wait and see if anyone else hops on, and then we'll switch you down to my desk. So I'm going to do a little bit of a walk through some of my favourite things, and then I got some other fun stuff to show you, and then a quick project with some new products. So lots of fun stuff today. So who else is watching? I see a few people. Don't be shy. Let me know who's here. All right, well, I will go ahead and get started because I'm already a little bit late and I don't want to keep you too long. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I really appreciate you all, whether you're watching live or if you're watching later on the replay. Thanks for watching. So as I just mentioned, it's a very exciting week because the wait is over and I can finally show you the new catalogue online, show you inside. Hi, Candice. How are you? Hi, Vicky. Good to see you both. So yes, we can actually see inside the new catalogue. So without further ado, let me switch you down to my desk, and I hope this is going to work all right because, like I say, I had some technical issues earlier connecting my phone. So I'm hoping everything's going to work. So let's see. Yes, good. So sorry about the glare. When I open the catalogue, it'll be fine. But here's the brand new catalogue. Dun, dun, dun. I know many of you have seen it. Some of you are demonstrators and already have your copy and have been ordering from it for a month now. But I thought we'd just do a quick, for those of you that haven't seen inside, we'll do a quick walk through, just a really quick one, and I'll show you some of my favorite products. So if you're not familiar with how the Stampin' Up! Catalogues are laid out, they always list the suites. The suites are the big things in the catalogue where it's a stamp set, usually a matching die or a matching punch and matching papers and maybe some other accessories, ribbons or embossing folder or something. So those are all listed in the front. But let's go really quickly through. I'm not going to go through every page. I'm going to go up to my first thing that's marked. Oh my goodness, so this is one of the sweets and it's called Les Shop. So that's how you say it. It's not Les Shops, it's Les Shop, which means the shops, of course. And I'm just a sucker for a good scene building stamp set and paper. And so I don't have mine yet. I've ordered this. Hopefully it's going to come tomorrow. But there's a stamp set and a bundle. And a die and dies. And then look at this paper. So I'm guessing, I'm almost 100% certain that some of these dies are going to cut out some of these images. I just can't wait to try this out. And look, there's like a little box they've made down here. I just think this is so cute. I can't wait to try it out. Looks like there's a piece of paper with pies and loaves of bread, and so you can make all the different kinds of stores, and there's some nice sentiments too. This is a little bookstore down here. So cute. So cute. Anyway, I can't wait to get my hands on that one. So that's my first favorite. And then let's see, what did I mark on here? This stamp set, love sentiment stamp set. You can never have too many of those. This one is like the one we had in the last catalogue. I can't think of the name of it. It's carried over actually, but it has dies to match all the sentiments. So you can stamp all these and then cut them out with a die, or you could use them with other punches or dies if you like too. But then there's also some additional dies in here. So there's a couple of hearts, there's some little flowers, a sprig of flowers, and there's some other larger plain dies, rectangular ones to cut out. There's a long skinny one which I guess cuts out this sentiment here, and a couple of other just rectangular dies. So this is going to be really useful, and lots of really great basic sentiments in here. We've got hi friend, thanks, hello, congratulations. We've got you are appreciated, you can do amazing things, and this one would be good for weddings. This is only the beginning of a life filled with love. So yeah, great set there. Zany Zoo, won't really talk about this because I showed this last week and you know I love this and you saw the amazing paper. So that's one, the Zany Zoo suite. This suite is called Countryside Inn, and I wasn't sure about this to start with, and I did get the stamp set, but I don't know, I haven't, so this is the suite that I'm actually going to use today to make a quick project, but I'm not using the stamp set, but these dies, I had to have these dies. We had some a little bit like this a while back, the nested dies. I don't know if any of you remember those, and I loved them and was sad that when they went away. So anyway, I'm making a quick project with this a little bit later, so stick around for that. This paper though is just beautiful, and all my favorite blues in it, so more of that to come in just a little bit. This page I marked this bundle here. I know it's another floral and we've all got way too many florals, but I can't resist a good floral stamp set. And I just think this is really versatile and you can do some really fun techniques with it. So I'm excited to try it. It's kind of retro. It's a two-step stamp. So you can do, heat embossing, you can do watercoloring. It just seems like there's lots of different things that you can do with this. Plus the dies, look at those. You get these two frames, and then you get this long one here, which they've used on this sample. And then of course the dies that cut out the flowers. So very, very excited about that one. This suite, I just love. I think probably not everyone's gonna love it. It's kind of not for everyone's taste, but I love the really deep, rich, warm colors in this. Love the paper, love the stamps, and there's this really pretty, what do they call this? Let's see, natural wavy trim, which I think is just really pretty. And in this sample here, they've actually wrapped it around the vase, or vase. And there's some really interesting dies. You get some additional dies. Like, I don't know if you can see the detail on this one, that I think is this one right here. I'm guessing it's up here too. And then there's this other die, this little one down here. I don't know if you can see, but it makes this kind of detail on this card. So anyway, I think this is just really beautiful, but I know it's probably not everyone's cup of tea. This stamp set, I love big sentiment stamps because they're really easy to make cards with. You can just basically have that be the star of the card. You can use some pretty designer series paper, just do a sentiment and some embellishments and you are done. So, and love the font on this, love this, the mixed font here, and just love the fonts. So yeah, I love big sentiments. And then on this, another sentiment stamp set, but this one, oh my goodness. So I saw in an email from another demonstrator, Mary Fish. She sent out an email with her favorite things, and I nearly squealed when I saw this. So I love the sentiments, love the fonts, and they're just really basic, great, you know, thinking of you, best wishes, hello, thank you. I mean, sending hugs, just great sentiments. But look at these, and I didn't realize this, but do any of you have, let's see, where is it? Do any of you have this punch? I bet you do. The bow punch. Look, look, look. It works to cut out. Did you know this? Am I the last person on the planet to know this? Look, this cuts out this, and this one here is this one right here. Isn't that awesome? I was just, like I say, I nearly squealed with delight when I read that this morning. I love it when Stampin' Up does things like this. So clever. So anyway, I'm excited about that. I don't know if you are. So that's that one, something new. And then in the back, there's a couple of dies that I marked that I really like, that are standalone dies. This one I think is really pretty. Just, again, all you would need to do was add a sentiment here, but I can see lots of potential for doing blending and watercoloring and different metallics, and really fun. And then the other one that I've actually ordered is this. I haven't ordered this one yet, but it's on my list. This one, the Nested Essentials. These are going to be great for just all kinds of, you know, sentiments, and the banners are always great. There's 12, so you get 4 of each shape, and they're stitched too. So those are going to be great. And then let's see, one more thing here. Oh, this one, this is another standalone die set, and I love word dies, so had to have this one. Got some great basic words again. You're too kind, so that would go with a thank you, and you can add a stamp set. You could do a thank you stamp, and the word thank you, or words thank you, and stamp and die cut them, and then you could have you're too kind with it. There's happy birthday, feel better soon, celebrate, and they've got the shadow dies with them, which I really love, plus a couple of little extra dies too. So anyway, those are my picks from the new catalogue. What are some of your favorites? Let me know. All right, now as well as the new catalogue. Oh, so before I go on to show you a couple of other things, some of you may remember a while back, maybe a couple of years ago now, I used to give away things. Do you remember that? And I kind of got out of the habit. Hi, Louise. Good to see you. She's watching on YouTube. Oh, Denise, you're on YouTube today. Oops, my phone made a funny noise. Hope it's going to be all right. Anyway, I decided to get back in the habit of giving things. I have so much stuff in my stash, so much stuff. So I'm going to be giving away things every week again. So next week, let's see, really like the look of so refreshing. What's that? I'm going to have a look. So refreshing. So if also in the, let's go back to the catalogue a minute. There's an index at the back where you can see all the stamp sets, and then the page after, oh, where's the index for the accessories? I thought there was one. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I know, it's just right here. They tell you. So here's where you can find different, adhesives, die cutting, ink and coloring. Daisies. Yes, I love the daisies too. Yes, I do love the daisies. And we made cards in my class the other week with the daisies. So I kind of skimmed past those today, but I do love those also. What was the one that Louise said? Refreshing, so refreshing. Let's take a look at that because maybe I missed that. Page 29. Let's see what that one is. I'd like to know what everyone else has on their list. Oh yeah, this one looks really fun, doesn't it? Because you can, it's a two-step stamping again, so you could make whatever color kind of liquid you want in your pitcher and in your glass, and then you could do flowers in the vase as well as, you know, you can make lemonade and do all kinds of things, and you could emboss this or put make it, you know, emboss it to make it shiny. And then the fonts are nice too. So yeah, I like that one. Karen loves the daisies. Paula says she likes this one too. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to get that one. I mean, I have lots more on I just tried to pull out a few that were my favorites and that I thought maybe you hadn't noticed. Not the obvious ones, but I have a long list. Sorry, my other phone is ringing, my landline. But anyway, I'm going to start giving away stuff again. Got a bit distracted. So this week, I'm giving away this pack of copper dotted treat bags and a packet of embellishments, blue adhesive back gems, which are really beautiful. I love these, but they're retired. So they will all be retired, or most part retired items. Louise says her list is super long. So is mine. Yes, really long. But we have a year, right? So we can pace ourselves a little bit, although I know that's so hard because then we have the holiday one coming out in a couple of months. Oh my goodness. Well, a few months. So this is what I'm going to give away, and I'll draw a winner for next week because I want to give people that are watching the replay a chance to win also. But you need to, so you guys are already one step ahead because you're all commenting. So if you comment in order to get into the prize drawing, if you can comment and share, you can do one or the other or both. If you do both, you'll get to go into it twice. But if you comment and share, and I would love it if you would share. I always forget to mention this, but so that I can get, add to my viewers. And if you comment too, that keeps my Facebook post kind of near the top of the feed too when people comment. So if you comment or share, I'll put you into the drawing, and then I will draw a winner that I will announce next week for these two. So there might be stamp sets occasionally, there might be DSP, ribbons, other goodies, embossing folders. I'm just going to go through my stash and start giving away some stuff because I have way too much and I'd like it to go to a good home. So that's that. All right, so comment and share. We also have, along with the new catalogue, we have a new kit. And it's called Forever Friends. So I thought I'd show you that really quick. So these are the cards it makes. So it makes 8 cards, 2 different designs. Here's all the stuff that you get. So you get your block and the stamp set and some twine, which I think is pumpkin pie, or is it Calypso Coral? Let's see if it tells us the colors. Oh, it's Calypso Coral. And a Night of Navy ink spot, and I think these two go really well together, those two colors. And then here's all and then of course you get your block, and then here's all the pieces. So these are for one card, and what they want you to do, I looked at the instructions and I was looking at the cards here. What you do is with the navy ink spot, you ink up this flower, and then you stamp the outline. It shows you in the instructions. See here, you stamp the outline onto the flower to make it stand out more, because it's pretty as it is, but then with a navy outline it'll look really pretty. So you do that on these and on these. So those go, and then here's your pretty envelopes with the foil. These colors remind me, look, do you remember that sunflower kit that we had a few months ago? Or last year, was it? The colours kind of remind me of that a little bit. We got some strips, and I'm not sure why we have strips and not dimensionals. So I haven't figured that out, but two strips, and then here are the card bases. And this is one, and then this is the other one. And what I always do with when they do a card base like this, I always think that back is a bit of a waste. So I usually cut it in half and trim it a little bit, and then I put it on my own Stampin' Up! Cardstock. And it just, you don't have to, of course, and if I'm in a hurry, I don't always, but you can stretch your supplies a little bit further then. And it's like, this is a waste just on the back, right? So anyway, that's the new kit. It's called Forever Friends. It's, as you can see, it's a stamping kit. And so I think it's, oh, I forgot to check the price, but I think it's $23 maybe. And then there's another one that's come out that I've ordered that I'll show you next week, a birthday one too. So they're coming out with a kit every month. And speaking of kits, one other thing I'm going to show you, and then we're going to start on the project, is who's a Paper Pumpkin subscriber? This month's kit looks so cool. So they always give us a preview. That's a great idea, says Denise. Oh, the card bases, yes. I do that with the Paper Pumpkins too, because you can put it on a contrasting card base, and it just makes, you can make double the number of cards. This month's Paper Pumpkin kit is going to feature the in colors, and the preview they were giving us was this, and they told us it's kind of an outdoorsy theme, and I thought, oh, that'd be lovely, because it's a little bit different, you know, often it's flowers, and I thought this would be really different, but they've just updated all their graphics, and look how beautiful this is. So here's a picture of what the box, look at that box, isn't that beautiful? And I just saw last night, and again, maybe I'm the last to know this, but there is an add-on with, if you can see this, coordinating, hey Diana, how are you? Good to see you. I was just chatting with her before the live. Anyway, there are these add-ons that you can get. Now, you can only get these if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Look how pretty these are. So you get 18 cards, 6 each of 3 designs, and they're featuring the in colors. So Copper Clay, Boho Blue, and Moody Mauve, or Mauve, as we say in England. And they're $10. So I'm going to have to put another order in because I miss these, and I don't want to sell out because they're going to go so beautifully with the kit. So the kit makes 9 cards, 3 different designs, 3 of each. You get 7-piece stamp set and stickers. Oh, we all like stickers, and then a Copper Clay Stampin' Spot. So anyway, you have till the 10th to sign up for this, so don't miss out. I think this is going to be a really beautiful kit, a little bit different. Would be great for masculine cards or just any occasion, you know, somebody that likes the outdoors, or for thank you cards. So don't miss out on this. Be sure to sign up. I'll put a link where you can sign up under my afterwards when I go back and do my edits. So anyway, that's that. All right, so would you like to see what project we're making today? So I think it's going to be hopefully a quick one, because I've already been waffling on for a long time, right? So I thought I would make a card with the countryside in. So here it is, and it's a different shape. It's a what is this shape? I don't know. It's got 8 sides, but it's not really an octagon, is it? But anyway, it just stands up, and I didn't do the inside yet. But when I saw the dies for this, I thought, ooh, that would be cool to make a card that's a little bit of a different shape. And I'm using the Countryside in Designer Series paper, which is really pretty. Let me show you all that. So I've been starting to get ready for my paper shares, and so you probably know I've cut them down into 6x6 and put them in these sleeves, and then I stick labels on them with the name and the coordinating colors and everything. So the paper is really pretty, and it's these lovely blues, all my favorite blues. So here's the different papers, and some of them have little critters on, look, little bunnies, and flowers, foxes. In fact, that's what I used on mine, foxes. You can't see many of them, a couple of them. And then we got some trees, and then we got little birds. I'm not sure what birds they're supposed to be. But anyway, they're cute. And then the backs are more kind of solids that contrast. And you can see on the envelope I used a contrasting kind of solid one. So anyway, that's the paper. It's really pretty. And I thought we would use the bunnies today. Now, when I was, let me see, let me get organized here. When I was making this yesterday, what I did, I'll show you how I did it to start with, and then I'll show you my idea. So I just took a regular card base. This is basic white thick. So it's 8.5 by 5.5, and then score at 4 1/4. So what I did was then I took the dies. Let me show you the dies. So here are the dies, and sorry about the glare there from my light. And let me show you while I'm at it the stamp sets. So this is the stamp set that's part of the bundle, and I did get it just because I thought, well, if I get the dies and then I decide later I want the stamp set, then I won't get my 10% savings. So I just thought, oh, I'm just going to get it because I know I wish I had when I see what everyone else is doing with it. So that's the stamp set. And what you can do is you can stamp, and then you can layer all these dies and cut them all out, and then you'd have all these frames with these different stamps on. And then there's another stamp set that's on the next page in the catalogue that look at let's see. One of the papers has these. I'll do with the paper. If you look at the paper here, these flowers, it coordinates, and then the little flowers and the sprigs, and then you've got these lovely sentiments in the pretty font. So this is on the next page in the catalogue, but it coordinates perfectly. So I'm using that. So what I did is I took the biggest die. So you get 7 dies, and I took the biggest one, which is really big. And how I cut it was I lined it up like this on my basic white cardstock. And what I did was I made sure that this cutting edge, and the fold is here, was just above it so it wouldn't cut. And then I ran it through, and I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to do one. And then I ended up with this card base. Now, when I went to put it in the envelope, I thought, oh, that's really big. The envelope is really big. So I said to myself, what about if I use the note cards and envelopes? I wonder if those would fit. So I pulled those out, and I haven't tried this yet, but we're going to. So these are our, you can see how old I've had these because they still say Whisper White. Basic white note cards and envelopes. So you get 20 note cards and 20 envelopes in a pack. So I tried the envelope and it fit. So then I thought, oh, I wonder if I could just use the note cards to make the card base. So that's what we're going to do. So I haven't tried this yet, but I've kind of held the die on it to see. So yeah, this fits. It's a little bit of a tight fit because this one well, you'll see, it does fit. It's just the ribbon gets a little bit caught up. But anyway, it just fit just fine. So if I hold this on here, what's interesting is that you can kind of lock it into place on the side. See how the sides work? So the blade is on the inside edge. So actually, I thought, well, this is going to be fine, the edges, because it just won't need to cut the edges. And then I'm going to line it up. If you line it up so that this is the fold up here, so that this edge is off slightly, then this lines up right along the bottom. So it's actually a perfect size. So then I thought, I had another idea. I bet I could do this on the mini machine. So let me grab my mini and let's give it a try, because I did it on my big machine. But I thought, well, those of you that just have the mini and don't have, let's see my plates, don't have the big one, let's give it a try. So hopefully it'll work. So I'm getting my sandwich here. It will just fit, so I'm really hoping that it'll cut all right. And I might need a little piece of washi to hold it in place, but let's see. So yeah, I think I'm gonna, especially as my card is wanting to open, let me grab some washi tape here. And let's do this first. So let's just line it up, and then I'll just get some, some washi to keep it in place. So I will just put a piece kind of on each side here, I think. Maybe here. Actually, I can go down a little bit. Oh goodness, some more fingers and thumbs. Here we go. So one there. So if this is too fiddly, I mean, definitely do it on a larger piece. But I thought if you have the note cards and you kind of forget to use them like I do, I thought this would be fun to try, and the fact that you can do it on your mini machine too. So let's see if this is going to work. Ooh, look at this. I think it worked. Let's take this off. Might have to just do a little bit of trimming. My washi is tearing my cardstock a little bit, but that's okay because I'm going to stick designer series paper over. So I'm just going to trim this. I didn't have to do this on when I did it on the other machine, but this is easy, right? So there's my, now don't worry that it looks a bit funny on the front where the washi tape stuck, because I'm going to throw that away. So let's let me zoom in a little bit. Seem like I'm zoomed out a long way. So that's good to know that that worked on the mini, isn't it? Throw this stuff away, put my die away. And you could make even a smaller card if you wanted. So then what I did was I cut out, and I've already done that. So I've done a lot of the steps just to save time because I knew I was going to be late today. So I've also cut out from the bunnies the same piece. And then I've also cut, you can see here, I die cut 2 more pieces. I cut a piece in vellum and a piece in basic white. The basic white is this second rectangle here, and the vellum is the third one. And I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on the white. So let's attach this. Do any of you have this? In fact, I'm going to use liquid glue so that I can wiggle it into place if I need to. But I love interesting shaped cards. This is just a little bit different. And as soon as I saw these dies, I thought, ooh, I could make a different shaped card. And you could do it portrait too. I'm doing it landscape. I think it maybe stands up a little bit better if it's landscape. But we'll just kind of wiggle this into place. And if you have a little bit of white showing, that like I do around the bottom, you can always trim that. So we can trim this. There. So there's our card. And then let's do this part. So I'm using, like I say, they're all my favorite blues in this set. So we've got Night of Navy, Misty Moonlight, which is a returning color favorite. So I was so excited when that came back. Boho Blue, which is one of our new in colors, and then Balmy Blue. And isn't it interesting? Balmy Blue looks like it's got some green in. I always think of Balmy Blue as a really blue, but it's interesting how different it looks when you compare it to these other ones. So let's see, let me grab some grid paper. Oh my goodness, look at this one here. That was one we did in class. Let's get a clean piece. And let's grab the stamps here. So let's grab all the stamps. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment in, let's see, did I do Night of Navy or Misty Moonlight? I think I did Misty Moonlight. We'll do that, that's my favorite. And then I'm doing Happy Birthday, so I'll stamp that first. Oops, I might have to stand up. See if I can not get my head in the way. Move this down a little bit. I'm going to do it kind of off center just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to keep that open because I'll use that again. So then I'm going to do Balmy Blue for the flower, because it kind of, actually what I should have done was the flower in dark. I'm looking at the paper. But that's okay, there's little blue flowers too. So let's do, I'll do it the same as I did this one. So, see, I can't see the comments anymore. What happened? Oh, here we go. Diana says she should have done her. Oh, that's okay. Oh, hi, Mary. A few more people that I know hopping on. All right, so let's do the Balmy Blue flower. We'll do one up here, and then we'll do one down here. I'm just going to copy what I did on the other one. And then the flower, now I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the flower center or not, but I'm using it as the flower center. That's what it's going to be for right now. And let's see, because it feels like it needs something in the middle there to me. And then I'm going to do, so that's that for those. Actually, let's stamp something on the envelope while I've got that. Let me grab an envelope here. Let's stamp something on the front of the envelope while I've got everything out, because I forgot to do that on the other one. Let's do a flower. Oops, that one didn't stamp perfectly, but that's all right. Do this in the middle. All right, we'll close these ones up. Oh, I need the Misty Moonlight for those little flowers. Let's do those. Let's do some down here. And then on here, right, that's Misty Moonlight, and now I just need boho blue for the leaves. So I love how all these blues go together. So nice. All right, so I'll do a little oops, that one didn't stamp great, but that's all right. Maybe I can do another one in here. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and I need to do some on here too. I'm just going to kind of stamp them over the top a little bit, which I think is fine. Oops, see if I can fix that one. Right, that's all the stamping. So then what I did was, so this piece of vellum I ran through, there's an embossing folder that's part of the suite too, and it's called the Countryside Blossom embossing folder, and it's not first, and then I ran it through, and look how pretty vellum looks when you emboss it. So don't forget about doing that. It's with your embossing folders using vellum. Looks really pretty. So then I took some ribbon. So this is the in color ribbon, the boho blue, and I'm going to take about maybe 9 or 10 inches. It's maybe like that much. And I'm going to put adhesive all over the back of my sentiment strip here. And then I'm going to kind of, let's see which is the, there we go, it's the, see which is the top. So I'm going to do diagonally to start with, leaving a little tail like that. And then I'm going to fold it over and leave a little bit hanging out this end and cross it back the other way like that. And then when you turn it over, that's how it's gonna look. I'm going to do this one a little bit. And the nice thing is, if you don't like it first time, you can, I want this to be a bit more together. So I'll do it like that. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, and then you can just trim these however you like. Then I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. Let's see, dimensionals. And I like to kind of layer some of them over the ribbon just to kind of keep holding it in place. So it's partly on the ribbon and partly on the tag. And then I'll stick it onto my vellum. Let's see which way up. Yes, once it's embossed, it's hard to tell sometimes which way up it's supposed to go. Both sides look nice actually. And I'm doing this before I stick the vellum on, because that way I can put the adhesive where it won't show. So let's just center this in here. And then I can put adhesive just behind here, because you know, look at my thumb. You know how adhesive will show through the vellum. So I can just kind of hide it then behind here. And then I can position it on my card wherever I like. And I tried to cut my paper so some of the bunnies would still show. So I'll just do it down here. And there's my card. Oh, let's put, so for embellishments, oh, and I've got to do the envelope too. Let's do the envelope quickly. So I'm going to do the matching paper. Oh, let's see. Actually, this is pretty, isn't it? Let's do that side. So I'm sure you've all done envelopes before. You want to put adhesive around the edge of the flap and go as close as you can to the edge, all the way around. So you could do a set of these and put them in a little, put ribbon around them or something. What am I doing here? And that'd be pretty, wouldn't it? So let's put this, so I'm just lining this up with the fold. And then I can flip it over and trim this off. So this is one piece of 6 by 6, but actually if you didn't cut it into 6 by 6 to start with, you could be a bit more efficient and get more out of your 12 by 12. But I just have it cut this way for my product shares. So that looks pretty, doesn't it? Ooh, I love that. So let's just add a little bit of bling. So there are these, I don't have many of the embellishments yet because there were only a few that we were able to order in the pre-order, but I have ordered some of the others, but they haven't come yet. So these are the in color embellishments. So there is boho blue here, which of course would be really pretty. So these are called in color dots. But I thought as I had so much blue on here that I would just do some rhinestones instead. I thought that would look nice. So I'm just going to put a couple of rhinestones on. So do you think you'll try this with the note cards? You could look to see what other shape dies you have and see if you have anything else that would maybe work to do an unusual shape card. I think it's it's fun. So hopefully that's given you an idea and a way to use your note cards if you don't always remember to use them. So let's see, where's my other envelope? It's gone missing. Oh, here it is. I forgot to stamp on this one, but that's all right. So here's the cards. That's the one I did previously with the foxes. And here's the little bunnies, a little bit lighter. But paper's so pretty. So, and say they stand up easily. So they will stand this way. This one's a bit crooked, I think maybe because I did it in the mini. Yeah, this one stands. So they do stand up okay, but I feel like they're a bit more stable and I like the look of them better when they're on their sides. So there's the cards for today. These are available now to purchase, and if you don't have a demonstrator and you like to order them, I'd love you to be my customer. My host code is at the top there, my May host code on my website. So go check out all the lovely new products, and don't forget to comment and share so that you can be in my prize drawing, and I'll announce the winner next week. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all, I'm just seeing if there's any more comments that I missed, but oh, Margaret says I haven't, you'll have to go back and watch the replay, Margaret. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will be back next week with another project. Bye for now. Whoa.